For those of us old enough to care and remember the hullabaloo surrounding the decades that passed after JFK was assassinated on November 22nd, 1963, we kept waiting, as we are in this breaking story, for when we were going to get the truth about what happened to John F. Kennedy. However, we now sit on the precipice of waiting not only a couple of decades, not only 10 more years or 5 more years or Alex Acosta and Pam Bondi, but the truth on the Epstein files.
The Trump Justice Department and the Trump FBI said, we did not uncover evidence that could predicate an investigation against uncharged third parties.
And while we continue to be filibustered, promised, lied to, deferred, denied, and dismissed, Donald Trump is going to do every single thing he can to make sure that it never comes out. And in this breaking story, he is one step closer.
Gretchen Carlson, journalist and co-founder of Lift Our Voices. President Trump still refuses to categorically rule out a pardon for a convicted trafficker, sex assaulter.
I think that is the biggest slap in the face to the survivors of everything else that I listed.
To making sure he never faces any consequence for that. And you're not going to want to miss this. I'm going to show it to you in a few seconds, because we have to understand what so far has been the claim of MAGA and the claim of Republicans about getting this out. Take a look at this.
That is, to your point earlier, normalizing the fact that it doesn't matter what she did.
Please realize Gretchen is the anchor from Fox News who won $20 million suit against Roger Ailes. She's no BS on this.
The idea that would even be on the table for consideration, that is going to cross all party lines.
As the controversy over the Epstein files consumes Washington.
Do you maintain you did not write a letter for Jeffrey Epstein's birthday?
I don't even know what they're talking about. Release the damn files. Look, it makes no sense to me.
Oh yeah, they say they want it released.
Let's let the public decide. No, the Republicans want to release the Epstein files.
But additional evidence of the president's relationship with the now deceased convict is surfacing.
After Donald Trump's Attorney General and Donald Trump's FBI director studied the Epstein files, and they put thousands of FBI agents to work studying the Epstein files to find, among other things, every mention of Donald Trump's name, they discovered that the case should just be closed.
There will be an insurrection if that happens. It won't just be Democrats. It'll be MAGA. It'll be independents. It will be everybody, because we are at a place in the society right now where we know that child sex trafficking is a crime and that you should not be granted clemency or any release.
So will there be an insurrection? Will people really storm the gates if they don't release the Epstein files? Or in this breaking story, if what has been done, the drip by drip for Ghislaine Maxwell, she's actually inches away from being let out of prison. Take a look at this story.
Ghislaine Maxwell cleared to leave prison on work release. Convicted child sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell has reportedly been cleared to leave prison on work release. Podcast host Allison Gill obtained information about Maxwell's security score, offender waiver, and other details after the former partner of Jeffrey Epstein was moved to a minimum security prison in Texas. According to journalist Adam Klasfeld, Senator Sheldon Whitehouse, raised questions about Maxwell's new prison accommodations in a letter to the director of the Federal Bureau of Prisons. The senator demanded to know if Maxwell received special treatment after meeting with Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, President Donald Trump's former personal attorney. Documents viewed by Gill indicated that Maxwell was given a 7-point base security score, the highest possible because she is a offender and considered a danger to the community. Despite her score of 27 resulting in a minimum security level, BOP policy does not allow people with a offender PSF, public safety factor, to serve their sentences in minimum security facilities. Someone has to waive the PSF to make that move, Gill noted. The documents also showed that Maxwell's custody level was set to out, allowing her to leave the prison to work. Gill explained that offender Epstein, Maxwell's associate, enjoyed the same ability to work outside prison after a sweetheart deal penned by attorney Alan Dershowitz and approved by Alex Acosta, who served under former President George W. Bush and Trump.
So she's gone from a score of 7 to 27. Shouldn't even be there because of what she was convicted of, being an ex-trafficker and abuser, right? And now she goes from maximum security to club fed, and now she's on a work release program, which means she is one fingernail from being free. A free woman, convicted for 20 years, the accomplice, the wingman, as it were, going out, jumping out of cars, and giving her card to high school girls who happen to be financially less fortunate. And she is about to walk. No, this isn't assassinating the president, but there are hundreds, if not more, victims of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. And that's why she went to prison. That's why Jeffrey mysteriously just happened to die in his cell, but the video didn't really quite seem to work out that day. And this president, who has nothing to hide, is going to make sure she skates. And Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, who handled it in Florida, and Alex Acosta, who's now in the cabinet, who gave a sweetheart deal to Jeffrey Epstein and shoved this aside and tried to bury it while in Florida, they're all going to make it go away. So I ask you, America, I'm going to use the line from Untouchables by Sean Connery. What are you prepared to do? You guys stay frosty.